Throughout the 2016 campaign, President-elect Donald Trump pledged, among other things, to move the U.S. Embassy in Israel from Tel Aviv to the recognized Israeli capital of Jerusalem. Many fellow presidential candidates, though, over the years have made the same vow, yet none have actually completed the task once they've taken office. However, Jerusalem's mayor, Nir Barkat, says he's confident that Mr. Trump will, and I quote, continue to empower his city by reaffirming its sovereignty and moving the embassy. Here to discuss that and a whole lot more is the mayor of Jerusalem, Nir Barkat. We very much appreciate you being here, Mr. Mayor.
Good morning. Thank you for hosting me.
First of all, congratulations on the honorary degree. I understand you're receiving this weekend.
Thank you so much.
It's terrific, and I hope you have a few days here in New York City.
I see it as a recognition of not only myself, but also the city of Jerusalem.
So let's talk about moving the embassy. You do want it moved to Jerusalem. However, it's been a highly contested effort for decades. Many believe that they see Jerusalem as an international city and have not wanted to see it moved for any number of reasons. Why should Donald Trump then follow through with what he said he would do?
First of all, it's the right thing to do. There's only Israel that the United States does not have its embassy in its capital city. We have presidents coming, recognizing Israel, cooperating with Israel on security. We share values, similar values. We're practically the only democracy in the Middle East. Yet the capital does not host the embassy. This is not aligned with American strategy and Israeli strategies, and it's just the right thing to do. It is also sending a message who the American friends are in the Middle East. We are your ally, your strategic partner. It's very deeply connected and rooted in our histories. So it's just the right thing to do and tell everyone around that America recognizes Jerusalem as the capital of Israel and the heart and soul of the Jewish people. It's just the right thing to do.
Do you think he will?
I believe he will. I think President-elect Trump has said it very, very clearly. He recognizes the deep roots that Israel and the Jewish people have to the city of Jerusalem. You just need to put a shovel in the ground anywhere in our city to realize how far back the Jewish roots go. You walk with the Bible, where kings and prophets walked in the city of Jerusalem, and it all connects. Recognizing that very, very clear statement should have been done decades ago, but it's never too late, especially entering 50 years of reunification of Jerusalem since the '67 war.
Presidents past have said, especially on the campaign trail, they would do the very same thing. In fact, Congress in 1995 passed a law that said that the embassy need to be moved to Jerusalem by 1999, or the State Department budget would be cut in half. But there was a waiver included that if it was not in the national interest, the sitting president could essentially waive it every 6 months, and they have ever since.
I'm not into American politics. What I do know is what the right thing to do is got to be done. And what I've looked at President Trump, he says very straightforward things that needs to be done. And I believe and hope that he will follow on his statements. This will strengthen the bonds between the good people and the good people, maybe sending a message to the enemies, to the bad guys, that they must understand that the relationship and connection between Israel and the United States will never be separated, similarly to the fact that Jerusalem will never be divided, because it's the right thing to do.
There may be no more sensitive situation then, essentially, than the one of which we speak. Is a two-state solution possible if this happened?
First of all, the answer is Jerusalem must be taken off the table in the negotiations between Israel, Palestinians, and around us. The rationale is, if you go back 3,000 years, you understand that Jerusalem played a major role in the world. It was inclusive, open for all tribes, Jews and non-Jews alike. And the role that Jerusalem plays as an integrated, united, undivided city is second to no other city in the world. It will never function, God forbid, if it gets divided. And when you go to our hospitals, our malls, our restaurants and hotels, you'll see that Jerusalem is one integrated economy. It's one city. That's the way it should be. In 1 square kilometer, you have more mosques, churches, and synagogues than anywhere else in the world, and we respect them all. Jerusalem is open and will stay open for the benefit of the world to enjoy. And that is the symbol of the united city of Jerusalem. This is what we're committed to do. It must stay that way.
You speak then of a sense of inclusion, if nothing else, very markedly. Donald Trump's campaign rhetoric was seen by many as incredibly divisive, seen by many as racist, sexist, and anti-Semitic. What did you make of the campaign that Mr. Trump
Don't draw
ran?
me into American politics. Again, we accept and we work with all American presidents, all administrations. I believe we should focus on the common denominator rather than the divide. By the way, this is the role of Jerusalem, and as mayor of Jerusalem, of all the residents, of all the children, it is my duty and role and honor to serve all constituencies equally. I run a coalition. From 31 council members, 30 are part of my coalition, and I make major efforts to include everyone and the economic growth that we have, in the security that we have. We're one of the safest cities in the world, much safer than New York, 10 times safer than New York. So while we want to include everyone in the city of Jerusalem, we should shy away from division.
While not wanting to draw you into American politics, still it will be Donald Trump who makes this so. And so I do wonder, I want to show you a tweet that he sent at one point during the campaign. It showed an image, here you see this, a Star of David on top of a pile of money, and it referred to Hillary Clinton as being crooked. The symbolism here, to many, seemed unquestionable. Jared Kushner, Mr. Trump's son-in-law, did come to his defense, wrote an op-ed attesting to his positivity as it regards the Jewish people in his own newspaper, the New York Observer. But what did you make of that sort of, when you're a presidential candidate, certainly when you're a president, words and images matter?
Well, I'm friendly with Jared and Ivanka. We've spent time together, and I appreciate the values and the sincerity and their will to make a better world, to make a better America. I'm not going to comment on specific things on the campaign. There's no doubt in my mind that the relationship between President-elect Trump and Israel, and similarly to the relationship between Israel and Jerusalem and America, will just be stronger and better into the future. And, sometimes things are said in campaigns. Let's not go that path. I'm very optimistic that we will improve the relationship and do the right things for the inauguration of 50 years of reunification of the city of Jerusalem and the relationship with President-elect Trump. No doubt in my mind.
I want to get you out here on this one. Then, having spent some time with Jared Kushner, there's a lot of questions now about what role he might play, however unofficial it might be. And many believe that, in fact, for relationships such as the one he has with you, he might be something of a Middle East envoy. What pragmatic impact, then, can he have on an age-old quest for peace in the Middle East?
I think you must ask the President-elect Trump about that. In any case, I really believe that Jared is a good man. He understands what's going on, and the larger role he will play, the more happy I will be.
Mr. Mayor, again, congratulations on the degree you're receiving this week.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for being here today.
Thank you so much.